Have you ever been on a date with someone so far out of your league that they spent the whole night making sure you knew it? Because the funny thing about people like that is they never stop to check who's actually sitting across from them. I matched with a woman named Larissa, and I'll be honest with you, she was stunning, sharp, quick, the kind of confident that walks into a room 3 seconds before she does. Way out of my league, and she knew it. Her very first message said, "Surprise, someone like you matched with someone like me, but let's see if you're interesting." I should have closed the app right there. I didn't. She picked the restaurant, someplace downtown where the cheapest thing on the menu was a $30 side salad. I showed up in a plain button-down shirt and the watch my dad left me when he passed. She showed up looking like a magazine cover, and the second she saw me, she gave me this slow little once-over and went, "Oh, you're casual. That's cute." 10 minutes in, I already knew how the night was going to go. She ordered a glass of wine that cost more than my whole outfit, didn't ask me a single question, and spent the first 20 minutes talking about herself, which honestly I didn't mind because she was actually impressive. She was the founder of some health tech startup, 40 employees. She'd been on a magazine's 30 under 30 list, and she made sure I knew all of it. "So what do you do?" she finally asked, swirling her wine, already half bored. "I help small companies get off the ground," I said. She nodded slowly, like I just told her I bagged groceries. "That's sweet. Like a consultant? Something like that. And what do you drive?" I smiled. "Nothing exciting. I usually get driven, honestly." She actually laughed, out loud. "Oh my God, you take the bus? That's adorable." No judgment. It was extremely judgment. Now here's the thing. I wasn't offended. I was fascinated, because every vague answer I gave her, she filled in the blank with the worst possible version, and every time it made her sit up a little straighter, like my smallness made her bigger, so I just let her run. By the main course, she'd had 2 more glasses, and the bragging hit a new gear. "Honestly, I shouldn't even be on these apps," she said. "I don't have time. We're closing our Series A next week. $6 million. She let that number hang in the air for a second to watch my face. "Wow," I said. "Congratulations. It's basically done," she went on. "We're meeting the lead investor on Tuesday. Some guy who built and sold 3 companies before he was 35. Total recluse. Never does interviews. Runs everything through his fund. The kind of money that doesn't need to show off." She glanced at my watch. "You wouldn't get it. Try me," I said. She waved her hand. "It's complicated. He's the one who decides if we live or die. My CFO's been chasing his people for 8 months just to get the meeting. If he says yes, I'm set. If he says no," she made a little throat-slitting motion and laughed. "What's his name?" I asked. "The investor." "You wouldn't know it," she said. "Nobody does. The fund's called Meridian Lane Capital. He keeps his actual name off everything on purpose." She took a sip. "Why, you gonna look him up?"